Umar is the Director of Crisis Advocacy at Human Rights Watch, and she joins us now from Philadelphia. I'm really happy to have you on, given the severity of the situation in Sudan at this hour. Now, the UN Special Advisor on Genocide just declared, quote, "The protection of civilians in Sudan cannot wait. The risk of genocide exists in Sudan. It is real, and it is growing every single day."
Hello to everyone. I hope this video finds you well. So today I wanted to talk about Sudan. So Sudan is another country that is going through a lot right now. They actually have been going through a lot for a really long time. And I just wanted to touch on a lot of situations that are happening in this country because they typically don't get worldwide news. A lot of people around the world doesn't know what's going on in Sudan or in other African countries. So it is important for, a lot of us to bring awareness and to spread the word about what's going on in Africa. And for today, I wanted to touch on what's going on in Sudan. So I found this CNN article. It's titled "Death Toll in Sudan's El Fasher Reaches 134 Amid Deadly Fighting," MSF says. So this article is from Monday, May 27th, 2024. And it's pretty much going to tell us what is currently happening in Sudan. As most of us know, a lot of people are fleeing Sudan. A lot of people, don't have home. A lot of people have lost their lives because of the conflicts that are happening inside of the country. So let's start this article. The article starts off by saying at least 134 people have been killed in El Fasher, the capital of Sudan's North Darfur state, since May 10th due to intense fighting, according to a statement from Doctors Without Borders on Sunday. So this statement was made on Sunday, meaning yesterday, about what's happening in Sudan. So MSF continues to say that one of his colleagues, a watchman at the organization's pharmacy, was killed when shelling hit his house near the city's main market while he was off duty. The person says, "We urge the warring parties to do more to protect civilians who, like our valued colleague, are among those losing their life," the group stated. Many MSF staff members have lost family members or homes during the shelling. Since the fighting began more than 2 weeks ago, the group said it has treated 979 people. Wow. So this is 979 people that have been injured, that have survived, and that have been being treated, aside from those who have actually lost their life. The violence in North Darfur has intensified as the paramilitary group Rapid Support Forces, RSF, encircle El Fasher. Wait, let me read this again. The violence in North Darfur has intensified as the paramilitary group Rapid Support Forces encircle El Fasher. The fighting also affects thousands of displaced people who have fled to El Fasher from the other 4 Darfur states now controlled by the RSF.
Human Rights Watch, we have been following the situation in Sudan for decades now. Most recently, we published an in-depth report about an ethnic cleansing campaign conducted by the Rapid Support Forces and their allied Arab militias in West Darfur, El Geneina, the town to be specific. And what we noticed, and what I think many who observe the situation in Sudan have been warning now, is that that situation in El Geneina is something that no one will be able to fix. It was a horrific atrocity crime that took place. But what we do know is that there's a risk, a similar degree of carnage could happen now in another town to the north called El Fashir. And that's why all of us are mobilized, really with all of the alarm bells ringing, and you're hearing it from the Special Advisor on Genocide Prevention, really the person whose mandate it is to watch out for this, that the situation in El Fashir is deeply concerning. We've seen what the Rapid Support Forces can do when they go through a town systematically looking for non-Arab, African, dark-skinned people. We've seen their use of sexual violence as a weapon of war, their attacks on hospitals, the way in which they targeted children. And what we're trying to do is prevent that from happening one more time in one more town. Darfur has seen too much of this kind of violence.
According to UNICEF, at least 500,000 people sheltering in the city have been displaced by violence elsewhere in Sudan. Food, medicine, and other vital supplies are scarce, and food assistance deliveries in Darfur are limited. The World Food Program reports that 1.7 million people in the region are experiencing emergency levels of hunger. Wow, this is so unfortunate. A report from the Yale School of Public Health Humanitarian Research Lab on May 15 confirmed significant conflict-related damage in the eastern and southeastern neighborhoods of El Fashir city between the 10th and 14th of May. The report is consistent with accounts that the RSF and Sudanese armed forces have engaged in expanded and repeated ground fighting and bombardment in the city, the Yale report added. Civil war in Sudan between the SAF and RSF broke out in April 2023, according to the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. Since the war's outbreak, more than 8.8 million people have fled their homes, and 24.8 people are in need of assistance. Last week at the UN's Security Council, the United Nations Special Advisor on the Prevention of Genocide, Allies, I don't know how to pronounce this, warned the situation today bears at the marks of risk of genocide, with strong allegations that this crime has already been committed. The risk of genocide exists in Sudan. It is real and it is growing every single day, she went on to say. So yeah, that's pretty much what the article says. It's a 2-minute article, but it's very unfortunate that this is continuing to happen. And you might think that this civil war that is going on between these two different parties over the country, you may think that they are doing this for the people, but no, it's not for the people, because look what is doing it to this own country. It displacing millions of people, destroying millions of lives, innocent lives that have nothing to do with what's going on. But I feel like it is important for us at the time that we're in worldwide to keep on spreading this news and information, because we typically see the news outlets, promoting other things that are happening in the world and not certain stuff that are happening to people of color around the world. And this video is pretty much surrounding that, and I want to keep updating myself and keep updating others on what's going on in Sudan and in other countries worldwide at the moment.